Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to the honorable judges, teachers and members of the floor. Art. What is art? Is it a weird painting worth millions that is hung in a museum? Is it a model dressed to the nines walking the runway? When I bang on pots and pans, the sound that comes from it, is that art? Well, my dear audience, according to Wikipedia, art is a diverse range of human activity and resulting product which involves creative or imaginative talent expressive of technical proficiency, beauty, emotional power, or conceptual ideas. How is this relevant to my topic today? Well, art is subjective. Almost anything can be art, and pretty much everyone has had their life affected by art in one way or another. Let me put it this way. I'm sure everyone here has a favorite book, or a favorite song, or a favorite movie, or any form of entertainment that we love to get lost in. All this media that we consume is a form of art that has greatly influenced us. Perhaps a character in a novel inspires us to be more diligent, or perhaps a song's mood dictates our outlook on everyday life, or perhaps a movie's moral value teaches us to be more caring towards others. Which brings us to the topic of my speech today, the importance of art in modern life. Now, I know what you're thinking. So what? So what if I read a book and it inspired me? Sure, I heard a song once and it moved me, and yes, I had a blast watching The Lord of the Rings, but it's for the simple pleasure of having fun in my free time. It's not like a sweet love song is going to change the world. Well, that's where you're wrong, because it can, and it has. How so? Let me elaborate. The Berlin Wall was the physical embodiment of the Iron Curtain, which restricted the freedom of the people of Germany. The people of Germany lived in a dystopian landscape of industrial poverty up until the wall's demolition in the late 1980s. This could not be possible if not for the power of the people and one of its greatest weapons, music. On the days leading up to the tearing down of the Berlin Wall, a total of 3 concerts were held at or nearby the wall, which further fueled the spirit of the German populace. David Bowie sang Heroes, Bruce Springsteen sang Born to Run, and David Hasselhoff sang Looking for Freedom. These artists sang songs of freedom that ultimately helped in freeing the people of Germany, and in the process changed the world for the better. Not only does art affect us on the grand scale, it also affects us on the small scale, such as the individual. Take me, for example. The reason I got good in English is because when I was little, I watched cartoons. More precisely, I watched SpongeBob SquarePants. I could not for the life of me turn on the subtitles or change the overdub language, so I had to make do with trying to make sense of this new alien language. I persevered, and now, 10 years later, I'm giving a speech entirely in English. I'm sure many here can relate with me regarding how art in all its diverse forms has affected and shaped us into the people we are today. All these examples I've given, all of them are to stress how crucial of a role art plays in determining the course of history. I'm not exaggerating. The Romantic era was an artistic and intellectual movement that occurred towards the end of the 1800s. Its effects can be felt most dominantly in the visual arts, music, and literature. But it goes even further than that. The artists of the Romantic period emphasized dramatization in their art. Their music was terrifying, their poems haunting, and their paintings mystifying. Such were the feelings evoked from the craft that scholars of other fields of study were greatly influenced by their craft. Historiography, education, social sciences, and many, many more experienced a great leap in progress due to the great awe scholars felt from the works of these artists. Romantic thinkers also had a profound and complex impact on politics and greatly influenced in the development of nationalism, conservatism, and liberalism, but we won't go any further into that. Ladies and gentlemen, before I end my speech, I'd like to once again implore you all to be more open-minded and aware of the significance of art in our lives. Art reflects us as a society. It symbolizes the great golden ages of past kingdoms and also its downfall. It separates us from all living things on this planet, for we are not just surviving life on this earth, we live and we breathe it through art. So, paint a picture, write a book, carve a sculpture, become the artist in you, not to play at Carnegie Hall, but to influence yourself and others, and hopefully one day make the world a better place. Thank you.